Back here on KJagRadio.com and RossLong.Info, I'm Jiggy Jag, of course, Jignatius Jaguar, out here at the Bicentennial Center in the great city of Salina, Kansas. I got cousin Chris with me, and I've got the lovely and talented Velvet Sky. And thank you for doing this, by the way.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, is it odd being in a tag team way in your career called TNA and now working for a company called TNA?
Actually, yeah, that is pretty funny. I mean, the tag team TNA obviously has nothing to do with the company TNA. It was just a kind of like a joke, making fun of all the TNA and and professional wrestling these days. April Hunter and myself have a huge sense of humor, and it was mostly displayed through our tag team antics and our entrance and our stupid ring outfits and just the name TNA in general. So it served its purpose for sure.
Now, you've held a version of the Women's Championship in your career 6 times. So how does it feel to be the Harley Race of women's wrestling? Because he held the title 6 times.
Oh, is that right?
You've been women's champion in various organizations.
Pretty sure I haven't achieved anything close to Harley Race, but I appreciate the mention, though.
Now, I love AAA professional wrestling, and I've seen you on there. Talk to me about your experience down in Mexico, and explain to me the process behind the glow-in-the-dark match.
Well, my time in Mexico, we're doing a whole TNA invades AAA, takes over TNA. It's been going pretty well. We have been dominating down there, winning all the matches against the regulars down there and the locals. And the glow-in-the-dark match was definitely interesting. It was the first time I had ever competed in a match like that. We just, they had black lights throughout the arena, over the ring, and a lot of the girls put glow-in-the-dark paint on. We had glow sticks and stuff like that. I think it was just just to give the fans something fresh, something new. Bring us down there, put us. It was a good time. Now I can say I've competed in a glow-in-the-dark match too. When does that ever happen?
Quit drooling and ask something.
It's not wet. Anyways, one thing you hate about your hometown.
I'm sorry?
One thing you hate about your hometown.
One thing I hate about my hometown.
Yeah, one thing.
The weather.
The weather, that's it? Okay.
Right now, yeah. I can't bury it.
Okay.
Now, you were on MTV. Talk to me about your experience on the show Made.
That was a couple years ago. That was when we did it with Taylor Wilde and can't remember the young lady's name, but basically she wanted to be the young lady. She was 16, I believe, in high school, and she wanted to be a professional wrestler. And we basically, we showed her the ropes, we showed her the ins and the outs of the ring, and we helped her put a match together, and she competed in the match with us. And I mean, it was a good time. It was a good experience. Had fun with it.
That's pretty cool. Now, you also appeared as a soccerette on a British television program.
Soccer AM.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I guess it's a popular hit show in the morning over in the UK or London specifically, and Angelina Love and myself were on there. We were guests on there the day that we did it was the day before the Wembley Arena show. It was just to promote the show, promote TNA, and just to get our faces on the TV over there. So it was a good time.
Now, you were trained by Jason Knight.
Yep.
Tell me about being trained by ECW's World's Sexiest Man.
Oh my gosh, Jason Knight. I had a great time coming up with Jason Knight and his guys. The name of the school was the House of Pain Pro Wrestling Dojo in Connecticut, actually in my hometown of Connecticut. And I really can't complain about the way I was trained. Jason, at the time, I was one of 3 girls in the class, and they treated us, Jason and the other guys that we trained with, treated us just like we were, one of the guys, which is what we liked. He never babied us just because we were girls, never took it easy. Anything the guys had to do, we had to do and get in there too, and he beat the crap out of me. So, in a good way, though, in a good way. Like, he toughened me up, I got a thick skin because of it, and, I can take a lot of bumps and bruises and stuff like that. But I had a great time training there, and I wouldn't have wanted to train anywhere else. Jason's a great trainer, mentor, and he's got a great mind for pro wrestling.
Now, in high school, you competed in cheerleading, softball, cross country, and track. How does that prepare you for a career in TNA wrestling?
Well, it all ties together with the, the competitiveness, the athleticism, especially. I mean, I've been involved in sports since I was 7 years old, and like you said, coming up all through middle and high school, and I knew I didn't want to do anything other than be an athlete of some sort. I didn't want a regular job, and I was a pro wrestling fan at the time of my high school years, right when I was the most active I've ever been, so I chose this as a career.
Trish, you got anything else?
You never thought of roller derby?
Well, I think we hurt more than those chicks in roller derby.
Okay.
Just saying.
Oh, there you go. What would be your dream match? You can pick anybody in any era.
Tag
of
team,
wrestling,
whatever.
Anything.
Okay.
I think it would
Cage.
be awesome if it was myself and Lita versus Angelina Love and Trish Stratus. I think
Wow.
that'd be fun.
That would be awesome.
Lita, I'm
Good
Lita,
call, yes.
yeah. Lita is, she was the whole reason that I wanted, well, one of the reasons, but the sole reason that I wanted to be a professional wrestler. I watched her at the time of her debut and on Raw, and I just thought she's cool, she's sexy, she appeals to the guys and the girls, and she can hold her own in the ring. So big fan of Lita.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, before I let you go, you're 5'5" and 125 pounds. Is it true, the rumors I've heard, that you run on batteries?
I'm sorry, what? Again?
You're so tiny, I've heard that you run on batteries.
How do I run on battery?
I don't know. That's
That's what we heard.
what I've heard.
Well, you can check my battery.
Well,
pack
not
and see. No, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever been asked that question before in my life. but thanks
We never
for
did a
playing.
show like ours, so.
Thanks
Yeah.
for playing.
And before I let you go, we have I have to pay up on my bets.
Yes.
Done this
Oh
interview
my
with me.
gosh.
There you
Look
go.
at this.
That's
I
for me.
accept
Some of
the-
these
James.
are from.
Thank you.
The secret
Cousin
is out.
Chris.
You're a big fan.
The other
Oreo
is from
anymore.
James Brockaway, our
Thank you
photographer.
so much for these Oreos.
No problem, no
Thank
problem.
you very much.
And
thank you very much.
explain to me the cookie fascination.
Yeah,
before we
what's
let
up
you
with
go.
that?
Oh, I just love cookies and cake and sweets in general, but Oreo is number one to me. Anything Oreo puts
Where you
out.
pack that in? I'd be eating one Oreo and blow up like a
I have a
balloon.
very, very fast metabolism,
that's
thanks
good.
to my wonderful parents who have the same metabolism as I do. But thank you guys so much for these. These are going to come in handy over the long drives throughout the next couple of days on the road, and I'm sure my my road mates would appreciate them as well.
There you go.
We
Thank
were
you guys
also
so
we were
much.
also told by before I let you go, we were also told by Austin Aries that what was it? That,
You owe him a cookie because he took a picture with me, so.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
know.
give him.
Well, we have plenty here.
Yeah,
It's not
so-
gonna be too many, you know what I mean? Even though I'd love to keep them all for me, I'll share.
She can share. Yeah.
I can
Okay.
share.
Very big of her.
Well, thank you for doing
Thanks,
you
this.
very
guys.
much.
Thank
And
you.
you can follow her on Twitter.
At Vel Holler.
And thanks for watching KJagradio.com.